Arnold Schwarzenegger said, immigrants should be a little more humble. Right? Not to say you should be humbled, like a slave humble, but again, there's a way to carry oneself. And no, you can't say I'm wearing this to look like ICE. I wore this before ICE became an issue. I bought this 2 years, I guess, or other items similar to it. Not trying to present myself as an officer. No, that's not it, Miss Agent, Mr. Agent. So let's not trump up another false case. Right. Yeah. It was a joke based upon the events of today. Oh, they don't have what I was looking for. I wonder if the other store did. It's getting more difficult to order off of Amazon, so girls bless. It's a young girl. Why is she dressed like that? We don't know, Larry. We've asked the same question for quite a while now. Thanks, Larry. Like we let our young kids wear Spandex. I would even be like now. I would be more focused on that. Right? Not like everywhere, but right. No, not since I joined the LDS Church. Way before. A personal thing with God. But it's like Dallin Oaks, what he's saying. Right. Right. You don't want people fantasizing about you because it will try to sexualize you. Right. And again, people shouldn't be sexually attracted to children, but there are young people their age. There's sexuality starts very young these days. Right. But there's also adults that have issues, and it's better just not to allow that in. Well, you're in, lady. Just as I said that, she looked over at me. So it's about her. Thanks, sir. Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't check the price of that. You really have it? Didn't you have it at Walmart before? I guess not. My body's actually healing because I can, the food stuff isn't bothering me like it was. Right. Who knows? They could have been drugging me. They watch me every store I go to just about. I don't know if they do it anymore, but they did. Right, because you're dangerous. Dangerous to criminals. That's about it. If you let me live my life, I wouldn't even know you existed. Right. So where do I want to go? I gotta eat something. Pretty hungry. I'll make some more rice. I left my rice out. I have a little bit left in the bottom of the rice maker. They don't carry curry powder because they make their own curry powder, but I'm just not into it. Curry powder you can make some good dishes with. But sometimes you put it with tomato sauce. Sometimes you put it with yogurt. Sometimes you put it with tomato sauce and yogurt. Right. This morning I made a tomato sauce yogurt sauce with it. It's just real quick, and then you don't have to put any sodium. Like I swear there's salt in it, but it's not. I mean, there's a small amount, because there's spices in there that taste like salt. That have like a salt, almost like a salt-like taste. Right? So there's no sodium in the curry powder sauce. Right? or very minimal. But it tastes great. Yeah, because what happens is if I use the store-bought sauce, it has a lot of sodium, so you can only use so much, and then the taste is too mellow. So because I had so much of it, I bought the curry powder just to sprinkle into it to wake it up. It's getting a little warmer. I wish my relationship with my neighbor didn't degrade. He kind of lost his mind around me. Last time I talked to him, he's balling up his fists at me. I don't even know. I don't know if he's part of it or not. He's just kind of wacky. I asked the maintenance guy, I said, "What's wrong with him?" He's like, "Well, he's kind of old." Oh my god! But when he's like 1,000-yard stare. It's like he's drunk or high or something. So I went over to his apartment because he was acting all weird around me, and I said, "Look, there's no reason for us to be, we have to live next to each other. There's no reason for us to be, enemies or anything like that." I said, "So it'd be better if, you and I were just friends, I mean, or just, we go about, if we don't want to be friendly, we can just go about our own business and not, not act out, essentially, is what I'm saying. And so I go inside, and later in the day, he starts walking towards me. I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be because most neighbors would go, 'You're right, I'll ignore you, you ignore me,' right?" So I was trying to be humble and be I'm the wrong guy, you're the right guy, right? And then he goes, "Don't you walk up on me like that again." What? No, he's not black. I know he came out like that because they're doing that, right? And I'm like thinking, what? Let's see if something's over here. Well, it's Sunday, so there's nothing going to be here. Right. No mail today. He's like, "Don't you walk up on me." And I'm like, "That's it. I'm not going to talk to you. I got to call somebody and tell them what's going on." I told him, I said, "I got to call somebody. This is not going to happen." Right. Like, well, I'm all humble, and let's just be friends or ignore each other. We got to live near each other. Is there a reason that there'd be hard feelings? There was no reason. Right. Right. It looks like somebody puts them up to it, but I don't know. I can't be sure. I say hi to this woman over here. Haven't seen her in a while. Maybe not. How you been? Thanks. That's a I suppose her brother's supposedly a detective. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's real close to her mother. A lot of women get real close to their mother as their mother age. They don't handle it well. Right. My mother tortured me. Nothing left, but whatever happens, Mom. Right? I lived a whack life, man. All I needed was a wife, and like a real wife, one that really cared for me. My life would have been fine. Right. Yeah, my mom did enough for me that she's grandfathered into heaven. I do carry that kind of weight for whatever reason. Oops. Excellent. Nah, I didn't even live a day of life. I mean, I went places and tried to start my life, but they'd ruin it within. It's probably already ruined before I got there. They just wanted to make lull me into a false sense of security and let me believe that life was going to pick up. Because again, they're trying to do a Jonathan Luna suicide, or put your life into a. Because there's two things about the Jonathan Luna death is that, right, it is not that could have been a suicide, but it could have also been where they put you into a life where you start taking risky chances, and then somebody got him. All right, so just figure out if these knurled knobs work. I think these are the knurled knobs. I got the larger ones, hoping they would work. At least I think these are the knurled, feels like. Bigger than the ones I have. Well, because for the front of the hang on one minute. The lamp looks like it's going to fit. Looks like to me it'll fit fine. I wanted it a little bit bigger. It was just a little bit too small. And these prices are great. I bought like 12 of them. For brass fitting, because that's like the piece de resistance, right? And these things come up. Like all them years, nobody ever put a brass fitting at the front like that. Keeps your wick going straight up and down. This was a lighter color too.